possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing Jones. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They go play action with Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jackson now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they get...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Darrell Daniels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Chubb. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Off play action. Jones taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Browns drive about to get started. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And now off to the races down the right side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 18. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jump blitz coming, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill, kill, kill. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. I got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. Catch is made by Hardman. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Under crush, under crush, under crush. Keep those sticks moving. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Keep moving.
They'll run here with Taylor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw on second down. Jones
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Jones now throwing on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Quick dad. Come. You go tight. You got tight.
They run the counter with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They run it again with Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be of bounds, incomplete. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Jackson now to return.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jackson now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Being chased out left. Finds his tight end Oliver here out right. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Steps away to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Jackson steps away. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.